lizard person, shapeshifter. See right through you. Watch the men in black. Certain frequencies will get rid of these critters, so they can't shapeshift no more.
And it did give me traumas, but my ex, though, that was malicious and intentional and a big pattern. And he ended
What kind of fate? Why are you being so phony about it when you say that? Why it's so phony?
but my ex, though, that was malicious and intentional and a big pattern.
What was being us?
It comes off when she's losing her mind with shit.
What?
I'll forget meant to be with my mom. It's more like she has her own trauma and it kind of comes off when she's like, especially with him, I don't think it's meant to be with my mom. It's more like she has her own trauma and it kind of comes off when she's losing her mind with shit. I don't think it's...
You don't even know your mom. If you're gonna say something like that.
It's meant to be with my mom. It's more like she has her own trauma and it kind of comes off when she's losing her mind with shit. I think it's meant to be with my mom. It's more like she has her own trauma and it kind of comes off. Actually, like, especially with him, I don't think it's... Yeah, it gets me to a point of fucking mania and, like, I can't breathe. It's a panic attack because I can't communicate and nobody cares. I'm just being confused, basically.
Nobody's ever seen you have a panic attack where you can't breathe. I don't think I've ever seen that. No, I can't come up.
Can't breathe. It's a panic attack because I can't...
From drugs? Too much? I've never seen that. You're freaking out because you did too much, or you're...
I mean, when people just start
like
provoking me and start, like, demeaning me the way he would, or my mom does when she's really mad. Yeah, it gets me to a point of fucking mania and, like, I can't breathe. It's a panic attack because I can't communicate and nobody cares. I'm just being confused, basically.
Nobody cares. The fuck? Nobody cares. Nobody cares. You don't give a shit about anything, either.
Literally, actually.
Nobody should give a shit about you, either.
Like, especially with him.
I don't... For it. You're lying about Nick non-stop. Since you drove him under a restraining order that you put on him. The courts put on either one of you. And you drove him to California and ratted on him and said that it's just him that is running. When you're the one that ran and took him in your vehicle. So forget that. How come nobody has this detail anywhere? Why is Nick playing like the fool he is? There's no excuse. This shouldn't be happening. Doesn't make sense, man. It does make sense if everybody's gonna just try and railroad the guy, or just they're all in it together. It's like they're all in it together. They don't give a shit about somebody else's side of the story, and
don't think it's meant to be with my mom. It's more like she has her own trauma and it kind of comes off when she's losing her mind. But shit. I'll forgive her for that every day. But it's fucked up.
You don't know how to forgive. Smackable.
And it did give me traumas. But my ex, though, that was malicious and intentional and a big pattern. And he had no remorse. My mom did if I ever was like, Mom, that hurt. Okay, but she's tried to learn and move on. But yeah, I think her traumas have been kind of like projected on me in certain cases where she loses control. And I'll be in a pile just like I was with Nick. Very rarely, though.
How many times did your mom bite you?
No hitting, by the way.
Where did you learn how to bite like that? Where did you learn how to bite like that? Huh? Look at that, how she shapeshifted into that fucking creature. And look at how her mouth is all of a sudden, like she smells blood. Huh? She got her teeth bared. What's wrong with you? She just had a taste of blood. It's like... And her eyes, too. It's like a dead demon look. She just bit into his skull. Or she's just about to. Look at that. The dark in her eyes. I know she's got a cap on, but still, it's like... On the bus. Fighting on the bus. It's like she's breathing through her teeth like a lizard. So what? You like being bit? It's nothing. Meanwhile, the guy screaming in deer for his dear life, almost. On the bus. Get away from me, I'll kill you. I'll punch you in the head. I'll call the cops. But you like being bitten. Crunch, crunch, crunch. Tongue coming out right there. She's breathing through her teeth. She can taste the blood on her lips. She broke the skin and the smell of the blood flowed up her nostrils. All of a sudden her neck puffed up thick like she was ready to bite the head off the poor man as he screamed in agony. Her teeth were sunk in his flesh of his top of his skull. His scalp was stinging like a nail had been driven into it. 6-inch odd-ox had been plowed straight into his ambigula, medulla, and his cortex was punctured. It was actually a Chinese pressure point that caused great pain deep down inside. Caused his lower bowel and upper intestines to constrict in pain, writhing as his body tried to deal with this sudden shock to the system caused by this demon with hollow eyes. It's just out for blood. It's mad because he was taking away its supply. It was sold told us that no soul. It was just a biting, yapping about nothing, droning husk of a biological mass shapeshifting into anything it needed to confuse its victim at the moment, to confuse people, to confuse others, cause confusion, so somebody is disoriented in their common way of perceiving things. All of a sudden they can't believe their own eyes any longer. The creature will come at you one way. It will be nice to you, and it will come at you another way. It'll be nasty towards you, then it will come at you both ways at once. It'll be nice and nasty. Then it'll be nasty and nice. Sometimes it'll be semi-nasty and more nice than nasty. Other times it'll be nastier than nice. Sometimes it'll be a little bit of nasty, a lot of nice, a little bit of nice, and a lot of nasty, and then in between a mix. Could be just plain evil coming out. If it doesn't get what it wants, if it isn't satiated for too long, it tends to lose its grip and flail out and attack others. It cannot keep its hands to itself. That's how you could tell the difference between a human and a reptiloid. You can see in the eyes, particularly. It's very easy to see in this one, under the right lighting. If you had a lizard next to her, you would see that there's one picture here. Where is it? Oh, I had it earlier. Did I take it down? Oh, that's a good shot too. And anyways, it's here. I just have to flip through. That's right, no, not that one. This one. I think that one's the money shot. It's the best one I've ever seen. It's undeniable. That's a reptilian shapeshifter. Almost in a reptilian shape. Right there. It only happens for a split second. You have to catch it. You have to catch it at the right moment. And I did catch it. I'm very proud of myself tonight. I accomplished this feat. I got her in lizard mode. Several fine shots. It started out this. Whatever energy she was feeling, it was feeling when it got to this point. And I remember she was discussing the subject that she tasted the blood of, the subject she'd bit into. She'll not be happy until she's consumed with that complete soul. This creature's freaking out. It can't decide what it wants to be a shape of. Did you ever see that movie, The Thing? By, what's his name? The one that did, Carpenter. The Thing. monster freaks out, turns into 1,000 monsters, breaks apart, and it's still a way to destroy it. This is it. Wish I was joking. I've never seen anything like it in real life. Even there could be some people that will be angry if they had this. It would make them break into some kind of creature for protection. They want to be hiding at all times. But when something is changing its shape and shape-shifting in front of you constantly, because it's freaking out, its whole existence depends on being undercover, not being seen as anything but not human. But the relationship between the psyche that is the lizard control personality, I would call it, spirit, and the creature, the human part of it. It's like oil and water cannot mix. The only way they can stay mixed is if it's constantly stirred or at a different temperature, mixed with another energy, another frequency. But when it hasn't had that frequency, say with a certain drug would have a certain frequency, example morphine or the coconut plant, they have their own specific frequencies. Everything has its own frequency, every substance. So to mimic that frequency would be the same thing as mimicking a spirit. It's all frequency. Now this creature is freaking out because it can't lock onto that. It can't stay at the same frequency. Things are unstable. It's freaking out, it's not getting what it wants. Doesn't have control of enough what it wants control of. For example, this one was in control of Nick, a lower energy creature of a human. That this creature could feel superior. It was oversize of it in stature, could tower over him, could make him react certain ways. But what it couldn't do, what it lost the game at, was it couldn't make him strike out in hurt, in anger. This creature lost the battle. It's freaking out because its prey, its target, did not respond in the favorable, in the way that it needed it to behave, to put off the energy that would feed it. The energy disconnected itself from this influence, was no longer being controlled. The only way it could control it again was to befriend other fellow shapeshifters. Befriend them. Similar lizard style energy personas out there, and call them girlfriend, and get all kind and cozy, and pat each other's backs, so one feels like she's saving a life. You're saving my life, girlfriend. saving my life, girlfriend. Girlfriend, don't fuck with my girlfriend. She'll get mad. Girlfriend, don't mess with my